Hello, it's me, Ariza Gaming. We're back for some more Oxygen Not Included. Hope you guys are doing well. We broke a lot of stuff yesterday. Let's actually try and get some steel so we can repair it all. Are we doing well, Ayla Avo? How are you? Yeah, our natural gas room is kind of cooked because obviously the vent is outputting 150 degree. Well, it was outputting 150 degree. No, it was outputting 75 degree. No. We start again. Of course, it was outputting 150 degree C natural gas, but the temperature increases by 75 degrees with 5 geounits. So the room is eventually going to reach 225 degrees C, at which point blue water is going to evaporate. Guys, I have an alternate solution. I'm going to get a steam turbine and cool stuff. We were going to replace this all with steel, but our steel production has been pretty low because we're dumping all of our polluted water into pitcher peppers. All of our heated polluted water into pitcher peppers. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to set up another metal refinery, connect it to this spine, put a steam turbine in, and cool the natural gas room as well, and then we'll fix everything. We do still have a little bit of coal. We do have George currently sending coal to the other planet, I think. Where is George? No, it's not George, it's Ulti. You're still building your lubrication station things, it's fine. If you turn the pump off, you could delay dealing with the problem. Well, we've got some time. If we're not actually actively running this stuff, we've got a little while. This vent goes dormant in 13 cycles. I'm not sure it's even going to get that hot in that time. So we'll see. We definitely have to fix that today. We definitely also have to do the actual research for the biodiesel rocket. Now, we have got a carbon dioxide rocket that we're sending into space periodically. We also actually need... Did I get the apothecary? We did. Put that in here. We need to make some rad pills so that whoever goes up into space and does the research gets some rad pills, because Gosman has been suffering a little bit. I should get you rocketing too, really, shouldn't I? But yeah, lots of stuff is broken. That's fine. Other than that, everything's working. We've got our biodiesel production from our spigot seals. That's gone okay. So, there's no point making this super neat. This is not the run where everything is super neat. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put probably a steam turbine here with an insulated door, because again, we shouldn't need to come in here. I don't think we're going to have to refine metal to reliably tune things. So, I'm going to suggest that we don't do that. And then we do have the research for the steam turbine. We do need 800 kilograms of refined metal for that. So, it's kind of a chicken and egg situation. We do have refined metal. They still need to make a little bit more steel, but it should be okay. I don't really want to make this out of steel, but... Again, worried off the fact that we're having to run the metal refinery more for it. It's giving us more metal per metal, but it's giving us less than if we were just doing iron, and iron was okay. So I shouldn't just be building stuff out of steel for no reason. So let's actually go ahead and replace some of the things that we did build out of steel yesterday that didn't need building out of steel. So we can change you for iron, and then that'll give you enough to do the steam turbine. And then we're going to make a Thermo Aquatuner. That's going to run into here. Actually, no. Well, we could put the Thermo Aquatuner in the same room as the metal refinery? No, that's not right. No. What we do is we have the intermediate room, and then the metal refinery is underneath, dumping into the Thermo Aquatuner room. And we put a Thermo Aquatuner in here anyways. We don't actually have a Thermo Aquatuner anywhere at the moment. So we do want to put in one for just general cooling. That seems fine. In terms of extending the transformer spine, I'm not sure we're going to actually do that. Looks like we're currently actually all hooked up. I could put some other transformers in random places. It's not overly appealing, but it is an option. Right, we'll build this out of steel for now, and then we're going to rebuild it later. So that needs to go in there. We need, we're probably going to need steel for the Thermo Aquatuner as well, aren't we? That's not great. The good thing is, now, this, I'm going to put an actual vacuum seal on this. So I'll put some blobs in here, and then we'll get in this way. Do I care about this area heating up? Not overly, do I? I've made a real mess of all of this insulated tile as well. I mean, is there any specific reason to keep this ethanol cold? Well, there kind of is. I mean, let's do it. We actually have room, so like let's at least attempt to insulate it. Right, deconstruct. Okay, don't deconstruct the wire. Deconstruct the background tiles. And I want you to start just making rad pills. Forever. And that means we're going to need someone with a medicine skill, which is going to be Gosman. Oh, it's not going to be Gosman. Okay. Well, whoever gets the next skill point is going to get medicine. Who is... Oh. Gosman is stressed. Is this the other Gosman? Oh, you have radiation sickness. Wait. Oh, you stress vomit and you have radiation. That's funny. Well, it's not that funny. It's actually really not funny because you're gonna destroy the Nosh beans again. Great. It's alright, we can clean up after you, Gosman. Is this a case where I just prompt you to not actually vomit? I think it is. I need to remember to actually do that. But you can just interrupt their vomiting each time. If you actually time it properly. Not that I have been doing that. Oh, you've stopped vomiting. Okay, good. Alright, replant these. Yeah, stuff's breaking, which is a little bit sad. But we need more metal production, for sure. I don't mind this, because we need peppers anyways, and we need hot polluted water, and this is a pretty good way of doing it. But we'll set up two different ones. This, I don't really mind what this is made out of, that's fine. I'll put a lamp here. We can put the automation here again, that's worth doing. This doesn't actually need to be a room. I think here we'll just put naphtha or something. But we shouldn't be coming in this room too often, so that should be fine. We are just going to need some extra transformers, though. We aren't getting any hydrogen at the moment, so we could move the hydrogen out of the way and fit in... Oh, I'd only be able to fit in one more row. Okay. Let's build it out of iron ore for now. And then we'll replace it later. Because I would just rather build everything first. So I think what this means is the coolant water is going to come out of here. So let's have that pipe go up here. And then we'll make it radiant for these two sections. And then for these two sections, because then I can fit all the Thermo Aquatuner pipework here. That should be good enough. I could probably actually just seal this with an insulated door as well. We have loads of reed fiber. I'm going to do this. We never normally do this, but I'm going to do it. This one, I think I am going to just pour liquids of some kind. Oil is probably fine for that. So we need a pedestal. And then we'll just start dumping oil. I'll interrupt the fire pole for now. Hello, the fan bus. Hope you're doing well. We are thinking about stuff and things. We're building a second metal refinery that we're going to dump into a Thermo Aquatuner, into a steam turbine. We're going to use the regal neutronium for all of this, because I imagine this is going to end up on a thumbnail. Maybe? Maybe. We've reached the point in the game where we do just need to do a steam turbine Thermo Aquatuner. I put it off a lot. And what else do I want to... You know what? Maybe water is just fine. Water will do. We're not going to boil water in this room. What coolant will the metal refinery use? Probably just polluted water. Oh, right. Oh, right. Yeah. No, it'll be oil. Yeah. It'll be something conductive. We have crude oil. That should do. God, I don't do this very often. Can you tell? We usually just try and find some other less direct method of doing this. But I don't really have a choice today. Right, so that pipe is going to go there, and then it's just going to go in there. It's really not going to be very complicated. We'll just get it on like a closed cycle. And what we'll probably do is we'll do the iron in here, and then the steel in here. Because we want to dump the most heat into this. I think. I'm not sure what the conductivity is going to be like in here. Oh, no, this is going to be steam. We need liquid here. We need, like, crude oil here. Okay. This one could be a door, but this one can't be. So, remove. Empty this. You know what? If we're going to do this, we should just do this with oil everywhere, shouldn't we? We don't have crude oil. Oh. Okay. Well, that's rude. Put one here. And I will temporarily remove these fire poles. Yeah, you know what? Put the pedestal up here. Actually, no. That's fine. Leave the pedestal there. Put this here. Also, right, guys, I have a very... You know what? I'll wait until later. I've got a question that I need one of you guys to answer. Oh, I'll say it now, but I'll say it again later. What is the best way for you guys to set up a 1-second automation pulse when it receives a green signal? I just want to send a green signal for 1 second and then turn it off, regardless of what the signal is on the other side. Yeah, there we go. Oh, whoops. The Avioviras are having problems. I could skill grab someone if I really cared. Let's get all of this ice out of here. As well. This should be locked. We don't have any biodiesel in here at the moment. We have pumped a lot of it into here. That's fine. You guys have run out of food now. There are still some up here as well. We can eat these guys. We are going to have a little bit of food, but not a lot. I believe we're actually maxed out on sweet pills here now. For a 1-second pulse, we want some kind of edge detector. I'd use a filter gate, a NOT gate, and an AND gate. Okay. Send me a screenshot on Discord, and I'll build it and have a look. Because I think that's the key that we need for our phosphorus refiner on the other run. Critical power level. But we had power banks. Oh, you removed your access. Well, that's no good. I mean, you are a bionic dupe. If you die, it doesn't really matter. But... Oh, right. You've got to dig this tile. Right. George, you're going to go rescue them. No, you're not. The bionic dupe is dead. We definitely cannot get a dupe there in time. Actually, it... Let's see. So, how much oxygen do you have in your tank? You actually have enough oxygen in your tank that we should be able to save you. I think. They are going to get yucky lungs, though. So it's probably going to be close. The thing is, when they're incapacitated, they won't actually breathe in from the atmosphere. Even if they have atmosphere. They have no power. So what we'll have to do is we'll just have to wait for this to recharge. And then I think we should just about be able to do it if we do it immediately. Maybe we need to get George to the area in advance. That might be worth doing. Another bionic dupe? No. Okay. That's fine. Temperature in here is still going up, but not that much. I just want to bank up the gas, because we're going to be relying on this later. Thankfully, Ulti did send some more coal over. So we can still just run off of coal for now. It's not pretty, but it works. Yeah, you're making a little bit more. So let's keep working on this. So this bypass is just going to go like this. There will be a pipe thermosensor here. That will go here. And then we're going to actively cool the steam turbine. Oh, that's right. We have to fit a vent in here. Right. Oh, that was supposed to stay radiant pipe. Okay. We can't actually have the bypass in here then, because we're going to have to stick the vent in here. This is going to get complicated. Perhaps I should have made this room a bit bigger. Well, we can try. So I think what we're going to do is insulate that. We're going to need a bridge here to let the steam turbine water out. And then this is going to have to go underneath. And then I can loop it back around into the room. So the issue is, if I was going to put a bridge here... No. No, I'm going to have to do something a bit more clever than this. We can put the bypass here. I don't normally like doing a long bypass, but it obviously makes sense in this case. So that could be that pipe. And then probably just a regular metal pipe will do in here, right? We like loop it all the way around. Take a minute and draw the bypass. What, you mean for the 1 second filter thing? Got it. Okay. Let me know when you put it on the Discord. Oh, the phone. Right. That's not very exciting, but it is what it is. Maybe I can do it a little bit. No, probably not if I'm trying to get it in there. How about you do it like this? Then that can bridge around here. Then this liquid pipe go up here. So that's going to run into the steam turbine room. And then the rest of the cooling has to go in here. Oh, we're running the oil through here. I was trying to cool this with the cool oil, but obviously the issue now is this isn't running. Okay. I can still run it in this, can't I? If I run it in the bottom bit where the gas is coming out, that should be fine. So let's switch you back to rock now. I don't really mind what rock. And then that can go there. This I will switch to metal. I will just turn this off for a little bit while we do this. And then go back to rock. Okay. And then this end, I could put a bridge here. This is where the cooled liquid is going to come out. Oh, this needs to be insulated. Yeah. It needs to be insulated up to that point and up to that point. Well, go like that, and then insulate it here and here. Bridge. Bridge needs to face the other way. Then that bridge needs to go there. And then this pipe just needs to run up here. Okay. You think you've found a way to do the bypass the Aquatuner in the steam room? Okay, let's quickly have a look at that. Right. Yeah, I think I see what you mean. So the bridge comes down here. The vent goes in there. Yeah. Okay, that does work. Yeah. You've never seen red marks for ONI schemes? You have now. Okay. I must admit, that does look better than this, so... Oh, you're already building it. Hold on. Right. Cancel that, cancel that. So that is going in there, and then it's bridging down. The downward dog, as they say. That's what this is. No, don't spray it. Okay, so then we just remove this bridge. That's fine, and then that pipe goes in the vent here. No. No, it doesn't. Hold on. That pipe stays. But I need to put the bridge on here. Yeah. Good old snipping tool. Yes, exactly. Good one. Right, so now I need to remove... Of course, while I'm doing all of this, I'm going to forget about the friggin' bionic dupe stranded on the other asteroid. Which is probably not a good thing. So then that's just going to come down there, and then cut. And then I'm just going to remove that. I think with metal pipe this will be okay. And then that can bridge here. Go down here. And then that should be everything. The only thing is, I need someone to come in here now and build that pipe. We'll scold someone. I'll just set this all to yellow alert. So, go ahead and come in here and open this. Wait, do I want multiple people to do it? Maybe. Just do it quickly. Sorry, guys. I wouldn't want to be grading ONI homework, to be fair. Yeah. Sorry, you're going to have to get in here and get schmoobin'. I'm gonna have to... set you... send green signal up above... that. That should turn it... No. Okay, but... okay, that. What are you doing? Oh, it's on a 5-second cooldown. Okay. There you go. Now you should be able to build all of that. Yeah, we have a bionic dupe on the other planet to shuffle stuff around, but they ran out of power. Because they dug up the access tile for their power banks. I think we do actually have enough time to go save them with where their oxygen tank was. So we will try and do that. And we will scold a few people trying to do this. But that's okay, because we have some triage cards. I'm going to turn these off now. We have enough heat down here now. Yeah, have fun, guys. Don't repair everything. Right, okay, now get out. We'll go heal up the worst offenders. No, George! George! God, that natural gas stream is a death trap. Right, you're already assigned. Okay, that's fine. So, that pipe should get built to go there. That's okay. Let's just watch the teleporter now, because we're going to have to send someone in there. Who is it going to be? Someone with... that we didn't just scold to death. Probably just, Freya, right? We'll send them back immediately. Right, can I fit in some coke before we teleport the dude? Yes, we can. Yeah, I'm happy with that piping. I mean, we'll test it, but I'm pretty happy with it. How much, actually, out of interest, how much oxygen do you have left? Oh, you have loads. Oh, okay, we're fine. This is actually solvable, which is good. Because I don't want to keep killing people out of negligence. Speaking of killing people out of negligence, I've decided... Sorry, guys. But I have decided. I am going to buy Syntopia, and we are going to play it on Twitch. Because I am addicted to watching Shen play that game. And I think you guys will really enjoy it. It's kind of like a mix of Theme Hospital and ONI and Black and White. The God game. You've been watching people play it? Good. Yeah. Something that has actually struck me is people have been saying it's really difficult. And I've noticed people making mistakes playing that game because they think it's just some kind of casual idle game. But there looks like there's an actual lot of complexity to it. It's not a very long game either. It's quite short. So I think we can actually complete the game on Twitch over the course of, say, 10 streams. At least the campaign mode. But yeah, organizing your hell to purge everyone's sins and earn money. Like, there's a lot of base design in that for solving problems. There's the overworld, where you can't directly control people, but they're running around and dying for stupid reasons. Which I think you guys will find very funny. Only players when people say their colony sims are difficult. Pathetic. Well, that's the thing. It's also got quite an interesting art style. Like, the little guys running around, like, they're kind of, like, wonky and silly looking. Like the dupes are kind of silly looking. Yeah, go ahead and dig this, and then go ahead and resuscitate your friends. So actually, you get to be a yellow alert too. Here you go. Have fun. But yeah, this is easily solvable. Should I leave you here for a minute while we just do the rest of the stuff? Maybe. Oh. The nosh sprouts. Okay. There's always something going wrong. More liquids. Where? Oh. Oh, you're pumping water? Why is that? Okay. Alright. Stop that. Get some help. I'm gonna have to empty this pipe now. Yes, I left more ice in here. Fine. I'm just gonna turn you off for now. We'll deal with that in a minute. Really putting these guys in the ringer today, aren't I? You're good. We haven't killed Ulti. That's good. I think that the teleporter was available. Ada and Gosman are suffocating. Why? Oh, right. Oh, ice. Yeah, okay. There. Right, yellow alerts are done. Is it not a design flaw to have to mop the same spot every stream? Of course it's a design flaw. Yeah, it's really bad. I'm not happy with how a lot of things have gone on this run, to be honest. But I don't mind, because it's fun to just occasionally be in a situation that's different than usual. We have tried playing this run with less dupes on speed 3 just to see what it's like, and I think I need to reach a medium. I think we need to do like 20 dupes on speed 2. And that's what I'm comfortable with. You're glad Ulti didn't die? Yeah, good. The thing is, yeah, we just had random stuff melting down here. But equally... Oh, we did pour some ethanol down here, but that's not really relevant anymore. So I should stop worrying about that. I pressed the wrong button again. Achievements have been achieving. Yeah, more skill points are on the way. Can you please actually rest up? I'm gonna get you to come back down again. Can you not actually get in here at the moment? No, you can. Okay. You got hit by an ad break? Fair enough. Wait, you got hit by an ad break? I'm not running ads. I'm running pre-roll ads. I'm not running any other ads. Or at least I didn't think I was. Also, just realized I can't actually fertilize this now, so I'm going to put a ladder in here. Given situations where the timing of the teleporter and the schedule of the dupe ends up lining up, so I kept sending a dupe over to rescue the rescue of the generations. That's hilarious. I like it. Okay, I mean, yeah, Ulti's back in control now. There was never a Slimeling issue. There is apparently a popped eardrums issue. And some of the polluted oxygen looks like it may have escaped. No, we just got something off-gassing. That's fine. Alright, what are you doing? Oh, you're building the pipe. Okay, well, I'll tell you what. Build the pipe and then come home. The wire as well. Oh, right, okay. No, don't do that. Do this. Yeah, build this in here. I don't want to build a massive framework everywhere. Had to reload the webpage because something derped. Okay, that's good. I'm glad that Twitch isn't running ads without telling me. I don't think I'm ever going to run mid-roll ads on Twitch. I'm umming and ahhing about it, but the reality is, depending on what I'm playing, like, the viewership will fluctuate a lot depending on what I'm playing and on whether I get raided or not. So, I'm not going to get consistent mid-roll ad revenue anyway. So I'd rather just let you guys have the better experience. Also, what's going on here? Oh, this just doesn't output very much. That's fine. I think if I was at the point where I was, like, getting towards Twitch partner, which will never happen, I don't think, 75 average viewers consistently, then I would probably turn on mid-roll ads. But I just don't like the stream being interrupted for people who have questions, and then I give the answer and they get hit by an ad. That is an awful design, and I do not want to encourage it. Right, you are actually getting in here and doing this. That's good. Do I want you to run on the wheel for a minute, just so that this is some power? Yes. Now, will this eventually melt stuff in here? Probably, yes. So I will get you to build some tiles in here too. In case you put the 1 second pulse thing in Discord. Nice. Okay. Joshua, you're fine. Let's have a quick look at that. That was the wrong... Well, it wasn't quite the wrong button. Okay, 1 second pulse generator. I like the falling dude. That's good. So you got the switch, you got the filter gate, you got the NOT gate, you got the AND gate. Okay. And that sends a 1 second pulse through. Yeah. Okay, cool. Alright. We don't need this for now. I need this for later. for the phosphorus refiner. That's fine. Thank you. What's going on with these? Oh, you just haven't grown these. Okay. Am I going to get rid of this one? I'm going to get rid of this one. Oh, you poor sods. Right, you have dumped some oil here. That's good. So let's open up the oil. I probably don't need to yellow alert every single thing under the sun, but I'm feeling impatient, so maybe we will. You've still got to dump stuff in here, so make that everything. That's fine. So we've built the pipe. This needs to be polluted water. So what I could do is just put a bridge here. And we'll just leave it in from past this for now. And that'll fill up the loop with polluted water. And that on its own will help decrease the heat in here a little bit, which will be nice. Okay. No one's running on the wheel. Oh, no, people have run on the wheel. Okay, that's fine. So now Ulti can get the lube oil. But you probably don't have that yet, do you? Okay. Freya, I'm going to send you back. I think Ulti could take it from here. Sulfur guys were still erupting. That's a lot of sulfur. You personally like the counter version for compactness since you can fit them in a line? Yeah, that's interesting. I consider putting mesh tiles instead of granite to make it harder for the noxious sprouts to flood. Okay. You do know that if we do that, then these noxious sprouts will flood. I could just actually... I could just actually move these ones out of the way. Also, people aren't fertilizing them at the moment. Well... let's just leave it for now. Right, so... you're out of liquids. I'm gonna just leave the oil to hang out for a little bit. We've done plenty of oil on the other planet, haven't we? Employ a sweepy, they're better moppers than sweepers. Another sweepy! Yeah, maybe. It's not the worst idea in the world. How much oil do you fill up with? A fair bit. Oh, whoops. Sorry. Yeah, you can go back. That's fine. Sweepies and flydos run my bases? Yeah. That's fair. The problem is the sweepy would be a bit too slow. If this floods, it's an emergency. I think the mesh tile is closer to the correct answer. Even then, it ends up being a small amount of water that doesn't necessarily pour down a tile. Oh, you're doing fine, George and Abe. Don't worry. Right, this did flood in here properly, so we got a vacuum. That's good. So you can empty this. And I can remove this tile because the amount of crude oil there is the minimum. There was some... for fuck's sake. Was there ice here? Give me a sec. Right. We're gonna do this again. Did you take a look at your fully automated Cycle 100 bunker? Did you put that on Discord? You may have. I may have forgotten. What's going on here? A Rex egg? Surely the addition of a Rex to the situation will help. You know what? I'm just gonna leave it up here. We've got a pip if we want to do pip stuff. We'll let the Rex eat these guys. That's probably a horrible idea. No, that's a horrible idea. Okay, don't do it. Don't do it. Put the Rex in here. Yeah. Put the Rex in here. This is a good idea. I think a PM'd you to save file. Not sure it worked. Oh, you did. I did say I was going to look at people's save files when I got back from holiday. I will do that at some point, but I need to think about when I actually want to do that. I'm going to be really real with you guys. I've just been insanely busy in real life. Like, unreasonably busy. And I mean, you guys could probably figure it out because I barely had time to stream at all. Right, in any case, this loop is filling up with polluted water. We actually need to dump a little bit more polluted water in here. Good. I'm sure you'll get around to doing that. Oh, geyser's dormant. That's fine. My condolences. It's alright. It's been good busy, I think. Really? You put it one tile away from where it needs to be? Why? Oh, no. I removed the tile when I was supposed to do it. This is fine. Actually, you know what? You know what? This is fine. That is a vacuum. Well. Oh yeah, the oil does need to go here. Because that's going to be the vacuum tile. Okay. Yeah. No, I've been too busy in real life. I am having to pick and choose what things I do at the moment. And there are many things that I want to do. And I definitely cannot do all of them. And I'm not even talking about the stream. I'm talking like IRL things that I need to do. I'm not having time to do all of them. So I guess I'm going to put a tile here. And then we'll remove that tile. And then that will be a vacuum. Okay. And we don't need this oil in here. So you can sweep that up too. I'm going to put an ice temp shift plate in here and that should do. Obviously, we're not going to put an ice temp shift plate in here. I'm pretty happy with this, to be honest. I would like to put some radiant pipes in. Maybe it won't be necessary. We'll see. Probably will be necessary. You know what? Let's do it. Let's put some radiant pipes in. Okay, I'm gonna leave the pedestals there as a sign of the hubris of man. And then I think we're kind of getting there. So now we actually need to hook up some transformers. We do kind of actually just need a power source as well, fortunately. This probably eventually needs to be conducted piping as well. Are you just not going to pump? Oh, you don't have power. It's trying, but it's not getting very far. Oh, I need to cut off the bypass to the thimble reeds. If they're dormant, I'm going to cut that off. And then you can actually... Oh, right, we don't have power to run the Metal Refinery. Yeah, okay. Good start, good start. When does the hydrogen vent erupt again? 21 cycles. So this is one thing about playing on high speed, is the geyser dormancy and activity fluctuates a lot more, which is good, I think, for us. Right, Jean, you are going to have medicine. And then Ulti, you can have booster processing. Not that I'm going to give you anything at the moment, it just gives you extra athletics. And then we can make some rad pills, and then we can send Gosman out into space again. How's the research going? Supercomputer is not doing research. Why? You need water deliveries, and it's not happening. Okay. That seems like a priority thing. So, other than that, radiation is not happening quickly. Well, we do have the solar power. I forgot we still need to get Moos. Yeah, no, don't worry. We're going to get Moos. I'm not... What we'll do, we'll start playing Syntopia next week, but... I'm going to set this to 5 for now, because we've got plenty of... We don't actually have that much oxygen here. Whatever, we're fine. Set this to 8. Yeah, we're going to start playing Syntopia next week, and then we'll come back to this run. Because we'll get to stream 10, and then we'll come back, and then we'll go for however long it takes to actually get the Gassy Moos and do the jet suit stuff and things. We're just going to play around with things. We're not going to commit to anything super long-term. And this is a lot of... We need metal, but we're out of power to actually make the metal. Is this a case where I actually get you to start rock crushing? I think it is. We've got 300 tons of iron ore. I'm just going to get you to start rock crushing. It's not super fun, but it is something that we are going to do. Just in the interest of saving you guys time. Right, you're actually cooling down again, so we'll put some more alveoviras here again. And then I'll put the nosh beans back here. Okay. I'm going to heal up some of you guys too. Did we make any beans? No. So, Jean, you need to have doctoring priority. This feels like something that might have been better suited for George. Okay, well the room is cooling down. That's good. It will take a while because this isn't overly conductive, but it will technically work. Okay, you are done. That's good. So I can remove this bridge, and then that pipe will sort itself out again. That's good. So this is just a little bit of a power situation now, isn't it? I could fit the batteries in here, the steam room, but obviously they would have to be steel. Which is not exactly what I want to do at the moment. Let's think about this. I could stick one transformer here. Who's suffocating? You're fine, Josh. I can stick one transformer here. But we actually need 2. Alright. I have an idea. Let's hook these up to the same one. And I'm just going to... While we need to cool this room down, I'm going to turn this one off. Because, let's face it, we have 15 tons of stored polluted water at the right temperature. So I'm actually just going to turn this off for now. So that solves that problem. In terms of other consumers... Now, we know we're not going to get any hydrogen power for a while, so I could flip this and plug that in there. And I could plug the steam turbine into the same wire as the coal. Okay. That's what we'll do for now. Obviously, this isn't perfect, but it will work for now. Which is all we need. So, right, let's cut this. Cut this. This does mean I'm going to have to actually flip the heavy watt wire as well. And this means the bridge down... Oh, hold on. Okay. Cut that. Cut that. So that's going to have to be a conductive wire as well, but that's okay. I'm going to make you out of steel for now, just because we actually have it. And then that's going to go in here. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. You guys can work on that. Outhouses entombed, that's okay. That's not a major concern to me. Right, how are you, Ulti? What are you doing? You're powering up. Generally speaking, you're storing coal, storing sand. Sand? No, 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 no. You can do this priority 5. This is not an emergency. This is a nice to have. Also, the advantage of having Ulti here is we can get this super pressurized, and it doesn't matter because he's not going to get popped eardrums. Good. Rain. I will inspect all of this stuff again just to get the extra data banks. What a crazy bug. Yep, and there's the toolbox. We did actually move the toolbox in here. Cool. We're still delivering the sleep wheat grains. That's also good. We have 40,000 calories of berry sludge. Good. Okay, so let's go in the rocket. Your situation is still fine. Let's put the berry sludge in here. Yep. Okay, so berry sludge will be at the thing. You can sweep this. You returned. Has anything entertainingly catastrophic happened, or is everything going well? It's going okay. I am jerry-rigging a few things that are currently not running on the power spine so that we can get this to work, so we can cool down the natural gas room. This should work, especially if we get this water nice and cool. It's kind of already working, just a bit slowly. Oh, it's working because the vent is over pressure. We don't want this. So set this back to 1000. Let the gas back in. This is our power we're actually going to be using later. That's okay. Freya is still stressed. I'm going to skill scrub Freya. We should not be having people stress out. Food is generally pretty good on this asteroid. But we're subjecting them to pretty horrible conditions. The Bionic Dupe ran out of power and the teleporter wasn't ready. It was ready enough. The Bionic Dupe had like a couple of days worth of oxygen in their tank, so it was fine. Just ignore the message. Right. This is going to have to go here, much to my annoyance. And then this bit can be iron. And then we'll rebuild that later. And that can go here. We built the ice temp shift plate as well, that's okay. What percentage of the tank did Bionic Dupes keep us back up? I don't know, but this one just recently refueled. So it was okay. They had 160 kilograms of storage. I'll print some brine. We're not going to do any print intercepting while we're trying to do the rocket for obvious reasons. Okay, supercomputer is working. That's good. Data banks are actually pretty close on. It does seem like radiation is actually becoming the constraint now. But you have... Okay, well, we have rad bolts, so please do actually research with them. You are now out of power as well. Oh, you need to load the coal generators. Fun. Okay, so we'll put both queues on here for now. There is some carbon dioxide in here. Is there anything else in here? No. That's fine. The carbon dioxide could stay on the bottom. It's not great, but it should be fine. I should probably put something in here to actually, you know, absorb the heat from that as well. I think this is going to stay fairly well insulated. These tiles are a little bit hotter, but I don't think that's necessarily a problem. Okay, we do need to dump coolant in here. This needs to be oil. So, here's what I'm going to do. Tile. Drainer. Oil. Depends how you schedule them, either 3 or 4 days, 25% left if it's 3, and cutting it close to it 4-day schedule. Nah, it was fine. Right, so make this crude oil specifically, please. Enable autobot. Now, how much do we actually have? A little. Actually, this is a decent amount. That's good. Okay. You like to see it. Right, Freya. You still need to skill scrub. That's okay. I'm gonna give people the low-end skills for now. I'm gonna yellow alert this just to make sure it actually happens, because... yeah. I'm also gonna yellow alert this. This needs to happen for sure. You do have the coal, you just need to actually do the errand. Right, oil has been dumped. Is that enough? No. Okay. Yeah, please do that. Okay, good. So you'll get the natural gas back out of this now. Good. Yeah, more oil, please. This will soon be enough. Very Sweetle's looking. Yeah, you're looking good. This is probably a case where we should have the Brackene, right? Yeah, out of Brackene. Oh, you're trying. I mean, you're keeping up with it, more or less. They're doing okay. That's a lot of fluxes. Do I need this many fluxes? Probably not. I think this is a case where we should be using Brackene. So let's put the Critter Fountain in here. Oh, more refined metal. Joy of joys. Okay. Good. Right, you actually have a work errand. Okay, that's enough oil. Good. Don't put any more in there then. That's fine. Right, I want to see someone use this. So yellow alert this. Do you have enough power? You might have enough power now. I need to set this to 10 and 20, I think. That was the plan. Okay, it's kind of running a little low on power. You know what I'm gonna do? I know this is really stupid. I'm just gonna hook up the hydrogen generators to these ones as well, just so that when it reactivates, we can get some hydrogen power out. I know not all of the power is gonna be able to go into the transformers. That's really not good, actually, is it? Because these are gonna keep running, even though they're gonna be wasting power. Yeah, that will waste power. If we've got 1.4 kilowatts of power going into a single transformer, the power on the other end is going to get wasted, right? So we would have to do smart batteries for that, so let's not do that. Sorry. I'll think about that in a minute. Right. So now the oil is coming out of here. That is heating up the room. I'm going to set you back to priority 9. I think what I should probably do is I should make sure this recirculates. Oh, we probably need a bit more oil in here so this can actually recirculate. Otherwise, this oil is going to keep heating up, isn't it? It'll get better once we get the steam in here. The temperature plate is going to take a while to melt. Now that I think about it, I probably should have put the temperature plate by the pipe. No. Well, when does the hydrogen vent reactivate? You activate in 17 cycles. Okay. I'm not going to worry about that for now. So, we should have all of the berry sludge on here. We've got some plastic. There's still plenty of plastic here for the data bank. How many do we need? We need 71 data banks. There's definitely enough plastic here. Let's set the rad pills. Where are the rad pills? Only the pilot Gosman. Who is the pilot Gosman? You. Only the pilot Gosman shall eat rad pills. How many dupes have eaten all the rad pills in this time? I'm gonna yellow alert you again. Okay, it's fine. That's not overheating. Right, let's speed it up a little bit. Right. Okay, so Freya's skills have reset. So Freya can have mechatronics and building, and then just a load of level 1s. For now, there you go. I'll keep an eye on you. Yeah, now your stress should be fine. So what temperature is your oil at? It's all pretty hot at the moment. Yeah, each lot of oil is going to be at least 200-ish C when it goes in here. I think the ultimate answer is I need to put more oil in here and have this be a loop that prioritizes recirculating. But obviously it's going to actually fill the thing. So, probably something like this. No, if it prioritizes recirculating, it's never going to dump out. It needs to be the other way around. It needs to be like this. So the excess could recirculate until it needs to dump more on, and then that's fine. But it does mean I need to dump more oil in here. And there isn't more oil. Well, there's a little bit more oil. I'll just get you to keep doing this for a while. There is also some oil up here, but I'm probably not going to bother reaching that. Yeah, get this room nice and hot. In fact, I should probably be getting you just to do steel, right? Because we're rock crushing for iron. That's the aim. Yeah, you're gonna keep running off this polluted water for a while. That's good. This isn't actually running. Oh, did I not actually connect this up? No. Okay. You can run then. That's obviously going to tank our power. But it will get this room cool again. That will also help melt this. Once the ice melts, we'll be in good stead. Obviously, we don't have any excess power for manual generators at the moment. But once this room's cool, we can just fix all of this stuff. So that should solve the issue. Looks like we've made some basic rad pills now. Okay, so... Gosman. Which Gosman? Not that Gosman. You have had the rad pill. But it's only lasting for a little bit. So we'll let you take the other pill. And then you can get the rocket. So let's see how that goes. And in the meantime, we'll just watch Gosman, maybe? Yeah, that's fine. Okay, how long does that last for? 1 cycle. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to sweep these. We need to put them on the rocket. So we didn't get to replace the machinery with steel because we need the power for steel and it's power that needs steel? Yes, exactly. I couldn't have said it better. We need to actively cool the room anyways, regardless of what material we make it out of, because otherwise all the polluted water is going to end up as steam. And I want the polluted water for making fertilizer. So it was actually always the plan we were going to need to build this out of something. I thought I was just going to let it heat up a little bit more, up to 125 or so, or like heat up to the boiling point, but there really isn't any point. Also, there's a load of oil in here, which I could technically get. But that would get very messy, so maybe we'll just leave it. You've been dumping oil in here this whole time. That's not very handy. Okay, this is fine, right? So you now have rad pills in here. Right? No. I put them in the other one, didn't I? Yeah, I put them in the other one. Okay. Let's try that again. Nah, this is fine. Where are you putting them? Where have they gone? Oh, are they actually in the loader? Yes. Good. Okay, so now we can get Gosman to go in here. Yep. Select destination. Oh, I don't know. This one. And then let's launch. Because we have everything else we need. And then you can just make the rest of the data banks. And then that's at least the research done. Yeah, I guess the rad bolts are the next thing, aren't they? I think I can put some wheezeworts in here. Maybe just one wheezewort. I know this isn't ideal. This area we can just expose to space. That's not a problem. I'm going to put one wheezewort here. Because we have one wheezewort. Luckily. You know what? Actually, I should print it on the other asteroid. Wait. What's going on? The oil got too hot. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's not good. This didn't really melt, did it? Right. Let's sweep this up. We can dump the hot oil in this room. That's actually okay. I'll probably need to repair this. You've let some carbon dioxide in here. Oh, we've got some petroleum. Sick. We'll put some petroleum in here. That works. How do we make petroleum? Well. Hey, at least it didn't make any sour gas. That would have been embarrassing, wouldn't it? Right. You can tile that. You can empty this. That might be enough to get it to the right temperature we need. People are probably scolding in here now, right? Yes, so... Building melted, that's good. Okay, yep. Okay. Going on. Oh, the water is turning into steam and going back again. Is this actually going to cool down? It occurs to me I should probably actually just have this be an open pipe. So we can actively cool this room at least a little bit as well. So that could go like that. And then that can go like that. Should I just yellow alert all of this? Why not? I mean, okay, maybe not that. Actually, maybe do that one first. Well, see how it goes. I'm sure you're gonna, like, do something stupid. Yeah, okay. Then that should be a vacuum, so that will stay sealed. So now the liquid will come out here and help actively cool this room a little bit. Not that the atmosphere in here is great anyways. Right, you are in space. You can take your mask off. Making a mess. Yellow alerts or bathrooms? Bathrooms. Because this polluted water is backing up. Okay. There. Let the bathroom water out then. Then we'll go sweep up some liquids again. Some unspecified liquids. There you go. Actually, I don't care about that one. That one's fine. Oil is being loaded back into the room. This is now actually going to heat up at least a little bit. I still need more polluted water to go in here, so let's put a bridge over here. Who's suffocating? George. Okay. George and Joshua, you can go on the beds. That's fine. Cole is still doing okay. Okay, so the next thing I need to do is probably actually make this a radiant pipe. So let's turn this off again, just for now. And then we actually do have enough material. Let's make it, let's just make, I don't know, like these 6 segments radiant. You know what? Just do it like this. Don't overly mind. All I know is we need to get the heat out of this room, so let's actually allow people to go in here again. And yeah, priority 9 is probably okay. Freya, we are screwing you over yet again. Sounds good to me. Don't need all of these segments to be radiant. How's that looking? Well, I think we will. Okay. This should cool rapidly now, so set this to 1000. And then get rid of the axis in this room. That's going to heat up pretty quickly, and then that's going to go back into the Aquatuner. That's going to heat this up again. We're going to get the steam turbine running. More steel production. So this bit is cooling. It's not necessarily immediately cooling this bit, but it will eventually. That's fine. Did we dig that little passage? We did, so let's put a wheeze wart here. We sent all the wart seeds back. Why? Put the wart seeds in the bag. We probably don't need that many of them. Do we not have any wart seeds? No, we have 2. Well, let's see what your errands are. I probably need to turn off the other things in here. So, data banks. Oh. And then you're going to go store the wart seeds. Okay, good. You are actually using the gunk extractor. That's good. Arbonic is doing the job. We never did that much on this asteroid in the previous run, so I'm glad we're doing at least a little bit here, even if it's a bit rudimentary. Are there any other warts I want to grab? Probably this one. Right? I believe it's an achievement to overheat your machinery this early on in Ceres. Oh, don't tell me about that. I have actually really struggled with Ceres. We have like one good Ceres run. I mean, this is technically working. It's good enough. But I definitely am not going to do the speed 3 plan in future. It just does not gel with what I actually want to do. I'm going to have to cut this off again just to actually get this to fill up. Oh no. Yeah, that's a minor issue. Oh, that's actually just not going to fill up at all, is it? I need to put a bridge on this now. There you go. Can fill up any gaps in there. You've cooled down a fair bit now, that's good. Okay. Albiovira is doing okay. You are now actually dormant, okay. So that's how much natural gas we've got. I mean, that should be good from an overheating point of view. I have told you to stop loading this. Do I just want to... You know what, actually... Actually... I may just get them to dump this oil in the thing again. I'd have to come back and hook up this pipe a bit differently, maybe. I'll tell you what. Let's do a little bit of jiggery pokery. I'm just going to stick a bottle filler on this. So that oil can go back in here, and then we can reload that oil onto the Metal Refinery. So we can have it consistently circulating. That's what I want to see. And at the moment, it's just still really hot, so I don't actually want to do the thing. I should probably also insulate this, if I'm being really honest. But... Can we do that? Can we do that very quickly? I think we can do that very quickly. Although, let's actually just do this bit. You guys love building pipes, so I imagine you're probably not going to struggle that errand. Bigot seals are not doing great. They're not doing awful. They're kind of running low on ethanol. How's this going? I built this big pipe in here and we never cooled down the spawn once. That's funny. Well, I mean, we could actually just hook it up to this polluted water loop, right? It's probably not the end of the world. Where do I even put that? mean, I might as well, if we've literally built the coolant loop. No, we might as well. Just normal pipe, I think, will do that. Oh no, this needs to be insulated pipe. My bad. My bad. Yeah. So insulated. And then that pipe, we just need a ladder. It's okay. And then Party 9 this, and then Party 8 this. We're getting there. How's our rocket doing? How are you doing? You actually aren't full of radiation. That's good. We have 38 data banks. Did we put the warts in place? No. We still need someone to actually dump the wart. It's probably in here. Yeah, it is in here, but you just haven't actually done it. Okay, so let's set coal back in here. Set data banks back in here. And then I'm just going to get you to run on this, just for a second. Oh god, I really called you for all the way over there. That's funny. A good use of your time. Oh, it looks like one of the buildings has stopped overheating as well. That's a good sign. Got some entombed buildings. Okay. That's fine. What's entombed? Oh, the ice liquefier. Okay, get that. That's fine. Right, so you are full of oil now. The pipe is leaking heat, so you need to build this pipe now. You need to be enabled auto bottle, which you are. And then I'm going to yellow alert this. Now, Freya and Mimar, you can go rest up. So this room is cooling down now. That's good. We just gotta get some actual steam in here, and then we've got the triple threat of neutronium buildings for the thumbnail. Yeah, surely an injection of more oil will help. Yeah, you're filling up. And once you've actually filled up to the top, then you should start to recirculate. Which would be good. Is that it? No, I need to disconnect the oil refinery too. Okay. Yeah, get this oil out of here. That will probably be enough. Yeah, you're starting to actually cool down now. Good. So, let's see. Printables. A dartle egg? Yeah, I'll print a dartle. Right, what do I want to do? Because not the right temperature. So you need to get replaced with iron. We need to do that with all of these, actually, if I'm being honest. But we won't open the room until everything stops overheating. The gas pump we could potentially make out of steel because it's cheap, but I'm not going to bother for the reasons we've already talked about. Yeah. Okay. Then we can just wait for everything to stop overheating. That shouldn't be too long. You've just got to actually get the oil out of here. What's the situation now? Oh. Oh, I see. Hold on. This is too much oil. I needed a precise amount. Okay. Now, don't do this at home. And now we get the oil out of that pipe. It doesn't have to be perfect at cycling, it just has to actually move around. Maybe for now, actually, you know what? Put this oil in the steam turbine room. That'll be some extra conductivity, won't it? We already have the oil bottles in here as well, so I'll get you to just empty these. And then that can get replugged in here. Sorry guys, I'm not kidding around. Not these days. That was quick. Yeah, I'm happy with that. So now we can actually run this again. So let's do that. Usually do 2 bridges for Aquatuner bypass. Yeah, we've actually got 2 different bypasses going on here. You just don't have any power. We'll have power again when we can run this again, which won't be that long. Murder some more seals. Who's got high stress? Gosman has high stress on the rocket. You have high stress on the rocket? Oh, you get stress from the rocket trip. I forget about that. Well, you're practically there. Let's send you back home. The radiation is going to be the worst part anyways. Wait, put 2 in the drawing. Oh, I see. Okay, let's do that. I guess there's no harm in doing that, is there? I probably didn't need to be yellow alert. So now the issue is power. We need to load these up again. Because we just need the Aquatuner to run like a little bit. Just a teensy bit. Thank you. Oh, this isn't connected. I disconnected the Thermo Aquatuner. Well, that's no good. I also agree with double bridging, but it's not always necessary. I mean, I like it. We'll have to test it out. I do a lot of builds, obviously, involving Thermo Aquatuners, and I never normally double bridge it, but it's definitely something to be considered. Right, we're getting there now. This is actually cooling down now. So when this goes away, it should be safe to come in here and, well, maybe not safe, but like reasonable enough to come in here and actually rebuild everything. And then we'll have power again, and then we can run this. And you should heat up nicely. This is a lot of water for this one as well. So it's probably not overly necessary. How are you doing? You are stressed. You actually gonna detonate? You're a vomiter. Well, you don't feel like it yet. You're just gonna do it when you land. That would be for the best. But it looks like you've made enough databanks, so that's good. You probably won't need to do this again. Right, it's just the gas pump now. Everything else is done. I think people are still going to scold in here. But maybe not in a minute. This is getting cold. Yeah, this is starting to heat up nicely. The petroleum will spill over when it's all done. Why are you still so hot? Also, oh, there's some polluted water here. Right, you know what? Let's just do it. Let's just let everyone in. And I'll get you guys to do this task. Yeah, there you go. You bring Ulti in the ammo suit to fix the fart room? Nah, we're fine. We'll just scold everyone again. And we won't scold everyone because it's actually not that hot. Well, there. Okay, Rowan. Go rest. We will scold. Oh god. Okay. Alright. That's bad. Who's rescuing Rowan? That's a dead dupe, isn't it? That was entirely my fault. Well, I hope you're actually going to come in here and rescue Rowan, because there's no oxygen in here. You are? That's good. Okay, Rowan lives. That's good. Please don't make chit-chat while you're rescuing the dude. Thank you. This room is like the focal point of this whole run. Wait, you're suffocating again. No way. No way is this gonna happen. You're fine, Rowan. Yeah, you're fine. Go heal up. Wait, where are you going? Wait, why are you going here? Oh, there is air down there. Okay. No way am I getting baited like this. Good job. Who's scolding now? Devin. We sacrifice a dupe? No. Okay, but you're not doing this. Also, you're not even in a power plant anymore. What's going on? Too much coal power gonna kill the colony again? Too much coal power. No. There's no generators anymore? Yeah, they need to build the generators. That's true. You also need to keep actually cooling the room down, which you are doing. I'm just going to get this oil out of here as well. Yeah, there you go. So, oh, make these priority 9. And then the others can follow afterwards. Gossman's back. Fair enough. I wonder who will actually come in here and do this. You're getting up to 50 degrees. That's fine. Yeah, oil's still circulating. I don't mind that it's staggered because this actually means each blob of oil spends a bit more time in the petroleum. Which is probably what we want in this case. Oh, God. I'm going to have to actually make this a yellow alert, aren't I, to build these. I'll do it when the sun rises again. The only thing is, if we do it as a yellow alert, they're probably not actually going to be a construction dupe. That being said, the dupes generally have a lot of construction points. So maybe this will be okay. Oh, it's actually below scolding on that tile. Good. Sensible dupes. You like to see it. Right, you should actually run now. Okay, good. And then you are plugged in. Good. Okay. That's nice. Yeah, now you can get in here and do the rest of this as well. And now we should get some power to run this again. And then this will turn off in a fair bit, I think. And I can set this to send green signal if above... Once this is actually steam in here, I'll set it to above, like, 70 degrees to make sure that nobody scolds in that room. Maybe I'll set it to above 60 just to make sure. But generally, it shouldn't need to run too much. And then it's just the Metal Refinery going in here. But the Metal Refinery going in here is fine because the steam turbine will take care of that. Okay, I think we're actually getting there. It's still a little bit tenuous, believe it or not. But I at least feel like we're not immediately dying now. Oh, that's right. You can do this out of mercury. Can you actually bring mercury in here to make power control stations? Microchips? Will the mercury melt before you actually put it in here? Let's see. This feels like something worth investigating. You don't have any mercury, you're lying. I'm just going to leave you turned off for now. We are running low on refined metal. Actually, we have a decent amount now because we have been rock crushing it. Let's turn this off now because I'm fairly confident we should be able to run this again soon. Oh, wait! All the oil is getting dumped in here. Oh. Okay. Did the pipe just break again? Or is the oil just actually too hot? The oil is just actually too hot. Okay. So... probably just need to empty storage on this. And I'm going to make you out of ceramic. Probably doesn't need to be yellow lead. Also, yeah, so radiation shall continue. We still haven't delivered the walt seed. Oh, I'm a twit. I didn't tell this to stop sending wart seeds. Did I? No. Okay. Remove coal. And then actually yell at this as well. Thanks. Do that. We'll come back in a minute. You're getting pretty close. That's good. So load the crude oil in here again. It's all averaged out at 135 degrees C. That's fine. I'll get you to come in here as well with the petroleum. Yeah, this is looking good now. We're actually getting power again for everything. Did you load this with the walls? Yes. So now come in here and do that. Then set you to coal again. I think perhaps we should have more than one bardic dupe here. Maybe. Right, there's the wart seed. Good. So now you should actually plant the wart seed, right? Yes. That's a bit more radiation for you. Now, what's overheating? The Aquatuner is overheating. That is true. We need to make this out of steel. Or at least iron. We can't make it out of iron because it's made out of metal ore. Isn't that a bit weird? That you can't make Thermo Aquatuners out of other refined metals? Did the devs think that was overpowered? It probably is a little overpowered. Does strike me as a little odd. Stable auto repair. We'll just let you keep running. You have steam. The steam needs to get hot. Perhaps we could do with an actual Thermo Aquatuner and a temperature plate in here, but I don't really want to put a temperature plate in here. I think this is conductive enough. Oh, that's right. Hold on. If we've actually got the carbon dioxide in here, I should probably let the carbon dioxide out, right? I could probably tile that, but then that would scold someone. You know what? This is probably fine. I'm not going to worry about it. This isn't going to be running all the time when we turn this off anyways. Right, you've actually rebuilt everything in here now. That's good. Do we need any more plastic? Probably not at the moment. That plus the fact that not all refined metals have plus 50 overheat temp. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. So you're set to steel. Speed up again a little bit. Wait, you're still on the rocket? What? Why? Wait, was that the access tile? No. No, Freya was sleeping on the rocket. Oh. Don't use these buildings, please. Thank you. Please do deliver this. Good. I'll bring some more wort seeds here if I want, but I guess it's just gonna be the constraint, isn't it? Radiation. Hey Pip. There you go, have another Pip. Right, this should start running pretty soon. Now, what temperature are you at now? You're pretty cold now. That's fine. I think I will set you to 60 now. I don't think we need this to run anymore. We're probably not going to heat up all the way. Maybe you will. You going to start running? Pipe blocked. Oh, right. I didn't plug this in. Okay. There. Have fun. Right. Okay, so that's good. So now, the important thing is, we shouldn't need to run the Thermo Aquatuner that much more. But now we can actually run the Metal Refinery, which means you need to actually dump the coolant in here, which means I need to plug this in again. Good. I guess that's gonna sap some of the heat out of this. It's fine. Okay. You like to see it. Gosman's getting stressed, but they're not actually stressing out. That's kind of weird. You could stop taking rad pills now. There you go. And we also don't actually need to make any more rad pills. So I'm going to turn that off for now. Okay. So now we're going to be dumping in the crude oil. This is actually mixing in from a few different sources. And now, if we look at the oil, that should decrease the temperature a little bit. I don't think it's decreasing fast enough. It's decreasing a little, but not a lot. I think if I'm actually doing this, I'm going to need a shut-off. Which we could do. Maybe not in here, though. We need to recirculate the oil. We need to recirculate the oil in this room if it's the wrong temperature. I think I can move this lamp stuff and we can do it. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that for now. Because we're going to be waiting on the radiation anyways. We have the wart up here, so this is more rads. So this should speed up a little bit, but there still is going to be a bit of a lengthy period. We're still consuming all of this polluted water, that's good. I would like to run both of these again at some point. Maybe we'll just alternate between this one and this one. We heal up Ada. Thank you. Probably don't want to do more oil after that lot. I mean, I'm sure you'll get around to doing this just fine. There we go. Now you're running properly. Now, okay, the carbon dioxide got deleted. Perfect. So, what we need to do is we need a shutoff. A liquid shutoff. This is going to be running the oil through it, but the room is getting actively cooled, so maybe we're fine with iron. You know what, I'm just going to make it out of steel. Whatever. And then if it's cold enough, then we let it go in here. If it's not, then we actually let it recirculate into here. I think that's what I want to do. But this needs a pipe element, pipe thermosensor as well. I can go like that. I can go like this. I'm going to rebuild you out of iron. And then we should be able to rebuild this out of steel. And then it will stop overheating. Thankfully, Thermo Aquatuners take absolutely ages to destroy from overheating. So, not much of a problem. And we can do this now. Not that that's going to be a particularly pleasant task for you, but you'll be alright. Because you're in the vacuum here. No, no, you're not. Well, actually, I think we've had dupes stand on tiles like this and not skull before. Because it's this tile that makes a difference? Am I thinking right on that? Right, that wire I can plug in here. Let's see. If you start scolding, then I'll be sad. Yeah, okay. Alright, that's fine. So you're made out of steel now, you're made out of iron now, that's okay. So you need to send a green signal if it's below... Now let's think about this. You're set to 140 degrees, roughly. So... Let's see, crude oil. Crude oil boils at 403 degrees. So if, let's say 400, let's say if this gets above 260, then this doesn't activate. Let's see how that goes. I think the actual answer is we've dumped too much oil in here again. So let's just leave that for now. And then that should separate off. Okay, this looks good. Yeah, and then it's going to bypass in here, but there's enough in here to actually do the work. That's good. And now... Let's keep watching this for a minute. Okay, now you don't have enough oil. So let's actually hook you up again. Okay, well, that counts, technically. Let's load you up with a bit more oil. Ah, this is good. I'm happy now. Natural gas room will be nice and cool. We can come in here and do some more tuning again if we really feel like it. So now you're going to start bypassing. Although, yeah, definitely don't do any more oil than that because it's probably a bit much. And now this oil is Well, this thing is ready to run, isn't it? This pipe is actually full. That's fine. Yeah, okay. Don't do this anymore. Let's stop with the yellow alerts now. I think we're actually in the clear. I do like how this looks. And we actually have power because of all the natural gas, so that's good. So yeah, now we're making plenty of steel. I can set you to iron as well now, and we can turn this off. Yeah, we already have. Good. Good. And what I want to do is I want to see what happens when this gets too hot. Probably won't be for a little while. Wow, this is actually getting pretty hot now. We are actively cooling this, so this should be fine. Let's make some more pipe segments here. That should not be insulated anyway. That could be metal. Okay, some actual functional industry. You like to see it. You know what, I'm just going to make you steel for now. Just get built. Sort you out properly later. Right, any more metal things that we should replace? You're made of steel. I don't want to replace the conveyor loaders, though. Oh, I know what we're going to do. We're going to put the critter fountain in the sweetle bit to make more sucrose. And maybe we'll stop dumping it in that room for now. What? Oh, right, a deodorizer. Okay, that's fine. We're actually growing more thimble reeds again. That's fine. How much reed fiber do we have now? We have plenty of reed fiber now. I don't think we're going to be in a position where we need to consume more polluted water again. So I'm just going to get you to remove this, and we're going to put an extra sweetle in the room. Because I want to. You're a sweet sweetle. You get to go in, just you. Yeah, now you're crowded. That's fine. I'll leave the pipe there in case you want to do something there again later. So you shouldn't actually be crowded after this, right? Yeah, you're good. Now the liquids are flowing over here, that's okay. Looks like I'm gonna put Sweepy back. I'm gonna put Sweepy back over here. I'm bringing Sweepy back. There you go. And then let's put the critter fountain in, because that is on theme for the run. Yeah. And then the Brackene, I am going to set you back to whatever you were, which is 8, I think. And then I'm going to wrangle you guys, get you back in the thing. Because I know you're not actually breeding properly at the moment. We have a lot of excess fluxes. Did I actually want this many excess fluxes? Probably not. Let's set this... No, don't set it to 64. Set it to 10. And then I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to actually put... I'm actually just going to put a bridge on this pipe, because I want to make sure that we're feeding the Sweetles first, because I think they actually need the Brackene. Opposed to the others, which are nice to have. So, we can actually get in that room, that's fine. So, we should be able to build all of this. And then, I guess, that pipe can just go... where's that going? Here. Yeah, go for it. We actually gonna do any wrangling here? I don't know. More Brackene. I am looking forward to getting the Gassy Moos. We also, by the way, we also have an absolute load of plant husks. So we should definitely get a Husky Moo as well for the biodiesel. Oxalate, sure. Right, so we've done all the data banks now. So now we just need the radiation. And you're not growing because you're disabled by what? Oh, because you're full. Oh. That's lame. Please actually do the research. Right, this is actually running now. This is quite hot. That's good. Looks like this is mixing the packets. Yes. Then that oil is cooling in here. Output pipe full. I mean, it's kind of working. Kind of not really. The oil is leaking heat in this pipe. As the actual solution to our problem. That's not great. I mean, we're actively cooling this room. Maybe this is fine. Maybe we make just this pipe segment and this pipe segment regular pipe segments. And then it should be okay. Let's see how that goes. So if you're here now, you're going to lose the heat quite rapidly in here, no matter what. So the carbon dioxide is going to heat up rapidly. I think if this was the case, perhaps what I should do is actually... you know what? Cancel that. Put the petroleum in here. Let that be a conductive layer. I think, honestly, I'm going to stop dumping extra oil in here now. We're going to make more plastic again. So, this pipe... You can disconnect that. You can disconnect this. You can reconnect that. And then... I guess I'm just going to put a bottle drainer here again. Did I have a bottle drainer here already? No. Okay. That's fine. And then the oil from the leaky oil fisher is fine for liquid locks. I think this will be okay. Actually, you know what we could do? We could make some temperature plates in here. Let's make some out of glass. Glass temperature plate. Yeah, good idea. That seems fine. Did you actually grab the fluxes? No. You know what? Just grab them all. I don't care. Grab them all. Your new job. Okay, now don't worry about those guys so much. You can come dump them up here. There should be enough fluxes there as well. You can come dump them up here. Set you to 40. Set you to 40. Thank you. Ugh. Yes, it's a sign that we have not enough dupes if we're having to yellow alert everything to actually get it done. Right, you're fine again now. You're going to start getting dumped in the room again randomly. There are a lot of fluxes here. This is more than we're supposed to have. So you can start eating these guys, I think. You can start eating these guys, I think. Perhaps not all of the eggs are getting cracked. Okay, water. Oh, we have a load of ice melt in here. That's fine, I guess. A lot of spare calories. Is this actually carbon dioxide in here? No, it really isn't. There's also a random pepper bread on a snow tile. Okay. Right, I have reached a conclusion. This should not be here. This should be down here, where it's actually cold and full of CO2. And is not too far from the base. So go ahead and just put the ration box here. And we'll store all the food there. Or at least some of the food there. Well, I'm glad radiation's going up a little bit faster, but we're still going to have to wait a little bit longer for the biodiesel rocket, which is apparently an endgame rocket. So, you know. Oh, look! You're actually getting the Brackene. Good. Well, I do just always want to send it here. Except... I want you to have a critter sensor. Yeah. So if you have more than 6 critters in here, then activate this. So your happiness... No, not the deodorizer's happiness. Your happiness is -1. Now it's 4, so you haven't been groomed, but you're still happy, so you're laying more eggs. But what we want to do is we actually want to set this to 10. And have 11 beetles in here, right? It also occurs to me I could probably make this room a bit bigger just by extending it out this way. I should probably consider doing that. Because we can just remove this tile. We just need more sweetles for sucrose. We actually do have sucrose at the moment. You guys are struggling because you can't get in the feeder because it's frozen. Okay, I think we're getting there. Yeah, don't activate this unless we've got more critters in here than we can handle without it. So let's get rid of this tile. And then we can start expanding this out again. I don't really want to demolish this, but I also know that we're probably never going to actually activate it this run. So maybe we should just demolish it. I think we can reasonably maneuver around it. Okay. So now you're no longer in a ranch for fairly obvious reasons. Oh, right. We do have to demolish it. Fair enough. This feels wrong. Come on, Mima. Blow up the brain machine for our sweetles. Oh, wow. You can zap it from this far. That's interesting. Rip sweetles. I mean, rip the brain machine, I guess. I can't say I've ever destroyed the brain machine before, but here we are. Desperate times. Right, so send green signal if above 6. I guess what I'll actually do is set this to above 8 and above 12, because we're going to have 13 sweetles in here. And then I'm going to have to just figure this bit out somehow. Yeah, have fun, George. Okay. There you go. And then... let's actually calculate the amount of tiles. So this is 48. This is 72. 73... So then we need 23 tiles here. So Probably something along these lines. Let's get this sorted out sooner rather than later. Yeah, you can dig this. So that's 94. And then we can have these ones here as well, and then that should be 96 tiles. That feels pretty cursed, but that's fine. Should I insulate this bit? Maybe. Quite possibly. You know what? Let's actually do it. Let's put a door here so we can let the water out. Then let's insulate this bit. And then I think we'll be alright. It smells like weed in here. I think someone has smoked weed outside. And it was really strong. I don't know. I'm not even joking. It's that very smelly smell. Right. Edibles go in here. Except berry sludge, except muckroot, nutrient bars, pemmican. God, it's actually really strong. Unless I'm actually having a stroke. I don't think that's a symptom of having a stroke though, is it? Smelling weed. Right, no more messing around. Do this. Oh, you can't do that one. You're gonna have to remove that tile. It's fine. Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna set you to priority 8 to make sure that you actually are grooming the sweetens. Right, and now this is 92 tiles. I have failed. Okay. That's fine, because this could just go here, and then we can deconstruct this. You should be able to do it. Have fun. You should be one short. Okay, you're not one short. That's because you're not getting green. Right, you can build this now, right? Yeah, you can climb on the door. That's good. Okay, so that is now 96 tiles. Good. So now you need to actually groom these guys. And then that should be plenty of sweetles. Plenty of sucrose. Because we have plenty of sulfur to feed them. Right, we'll go. I'll take the plastic. Actually, I'll take the lum. We're still trying to actually use lums to do some of this critter labor, right? Did you not lay an egg? I guess we will bring you back here. Also, you get attacked. The lumps dying because they're too cold. This should be a priority 8. You definitely need to groom them before loading this with more sulfur. Right, your happiness is 4, so you're actually breeding. Good. Oh, you need a critter condo. Yeah, we need to put a critter condo in here. So that could go probably on this tile. Obviously build this first, and then we remove this. Yeah, we certainly got reed fiber for that. Oh my god, hold on. Right, remove that. Good. Okay, now remove this. Now remove this. I'm really glad that we're properly making use of Brackene. The only thing is, if we were doing this in a proper run, we would need to make sure our Brackene supply is a bit more robust before fully committing to this. But that's okay. So we want the Critter Condo. There you go. We have the reed fiber. We have the technology. You guys are happy. So I could probably actually increase this to 13. And then I can increase this to 9. So we'll let a sweeper in. So now you're not happy now, but that's okay. How is the Brackene looking? The Brackene is looking good. It's stored up. Also, should I just dump extra sulfur in here just so that the other guys eat it? Probably not the worst idea in the world, right? Let's just relocate this in here. See what happens. But I'm expecting you guys to eat a lot. It's probably going to take them a while. And then I'll yellow alert this too. I was lying earlier, by the way, about not yellow alerting it. These are actually too hot now. Sad. And then who am I going to get to rest? Freya and Gosman, probably. Yeah, now you're going to make some more sucrose from that. Good. Yeah, we can just let all the excess guys eat this. Good. That could probably... That probably doesn't have to be yellow alert anymore. That can be a priority now. Okay. Oh, look! Use their legs to get in and out. Right, so let's have a look. So you should be cozy, groomed, hydrated, crowded. Okay, so you actually do have enough happiness. Provided that we keep these guys fed and groomed and everything properly, we should get a lot of sucrose out. So that's going to be 140 kilograms per cycle of sucrose. Each spigot seal eats... How much sucrose? 30.8! Wow. So with 14 sweetles, that's only enough for 4 and a bit spigot seals. It's kind of mad. Okay. Well, that's alright. We'll let that hang out for now. The good thing is, that's like in the ballpark of reasonableness. So now we should actually be able to, A, make some ethanol from that. Now, also, 140 kilograms of sucrose into spigot seeds. That's going to turn into approximately 190 kilograms per cycle of ethanol. These nosh sprouts eat 20 kilograms per cycle of ethanol, which means probably this is the amount of... A little bit less than this is the amount of nosh sprouts we can sustainably ranch. But you don't ranch nosh sprouts. Okay, that's fine. Now, you're too hot for the Mimica, so let's uproot you and not worry about the Mimica. That is a sign that this room is growing properly. Okay, that feels good. Is there anything else I want to do now? We're kind of waiting for the biodiesel and the star map exploration. We need to see where the Moo asteroid actually is. So that means we're probably going to have to get in the enclosed... We're probably going to have to get in the rocket, the biodiesel rocket. Put the cartography module on it. And just go zooming around having a look. Or I could look in sandbox mode and save you guys some time. I should have actually checked where the Moo asteroid was before setting this up. No? I think that would have been reasonable. Oh, you need to deliver the sweepie here. Deliver the iron to the sweepie. Right, metal is doing better now. We actually have... Oh, we have a grub egg. Do I care about that? I probably actually don't want grub eggs in here. You know what? Dump the grub... No, don't dump the grub eggs in there. Where are you going? Dump the grub eggs in here. And then, for now, I'm just going to dump the grubs over here. What temperature can grubs handle? If we are going to get some random grubs, then what we could do is we could actually put them in the farms. Yeah, you'll live at this temperature, so do build that rail. Okay, this is looking good. This is actually working properly. I like it. We're a little bit low on Brackene. Okay. Well, I guess the next question is, what do we actually want to do now? Is there anything I want to do while we're just waiting for this? We could set up a rust deoxidizer. That's probably not the worst idea in the world. I think I would do that. Let me just find the rust deoxidizer build. And then we'll just start doing that. No, not this video. You wouldn't replace the materials like this. No! Right, rust deoxidizer. I built this a lot. That's fine. It's fair. There you go. I'm just bombarding you with my voice now, sorry. Right, there we go. And I will move that over to this side. And I'll keep OBS on that side. Okay, there we go. I'll just build this right next to this. Wait. Is that actually causing the game to lag out? Me having the browser open on this side? A little. Okay, well that's fine for now. Right, so let's dig this up. Let's just start laddering this, and I'll decide what to do afterwards. And we're not going to yellow alert anymore, because that's mean. Okay, I think, yeah, that works well with the wind. So, we're going to build some oxygen pumps down here. This room is going to be 5 wide. So actually, if it's going to be 5 wide and we're going to have ladders, then I guess it's going to look like this. Because we're going to have the tiles on the sides, and then in that case, let's actually just have the ladder come down here, and then I'll just tile this. Am I going to make this one with dashed salt vines? I think I probably am. Do I actually care about the chlorine at all? Possibly not. I'll have a think about it. So let's see. Tiles can come down here. That's okay. Put some conductive tiles here. Put the oxygen pumps here. These can be made out of... I didn't make any of this. I did make this out of steel. Oh yeah, gas pumps are cheap. We can make the gas pumps out of steel. That's fine. I made the electrolyzer out of steel as well. That's funny. Probably not really needed at this point, right? Oh, right, yeah. I forgot to hook up the coolant loop. That's fine. So, bridge can get removed. I'm sure that pipe will figure out what to do in a minute. We can run this coolant pipe through here as well. So, what exactly is that going to look like? I don't know. Just build the pipes first, we'll ask questions later. This is just because water, we're literally bottling in water to our spawn. So we aren't actually running this all the time. So we might as well have this for some more consistent backup oxygen. Right, and then we'll fit a Atmos sensor here and an Atmos sensor here. Then another one here, and then 2 airflow tiles will do. Yeah, and then another tile over here. Probably doesn't actually need to be insulated there, but that's fine. Rust deoxidizer.
Killer fish.
Oh, hello,
Killer
Common
fish
Sense.
from San Diego. I don't know what I am, but I taste really good.
Did I agree I was going
I'm
to
a
lower
killer
this
fish.
step?
Hello.
Okay.
I'll be your killer fish for the evening. Thank you.
Hope you're doing well. We've actually done something today. We have... We built a steam turbine cooling loop for our metal refinery. So we're actually properly refining metal now with the oil going in. This is working well enough. That also means we cooled down our natural gas vents. So this is running again properly. This actually overheated, which I thought was amusing. And we're just waiting to research the biodiesel rocket, which is going to take a little bit of time. So we're going to do some mixed errands in the meantime. And one of these is building a rust deoxidizer, because it's about time. We're going to make it so that people don't have to come into this room normally. Now, we can make these out of iron. That's fine. So that can go there. The chute as well. That can go here. Conveyor loader can go here. Is gunk capable of being used in place of petroleum for steel production, or is the heat capacity too weak? I think gunk should be fine. Well, heat capacity of 1.2. Petroleum has a heat capacity of 1.69, I believe. 1.76. Yeah, so it's a little bit lower, but I don't think it's gonna heat by more than 200 degrees when you're putting it through the metal refinery. So you should be able to use it. Although actually, let's just have a quick look. Gunk has a higher boiling point. Gunk doesn't boil into petroleum until 450 degrees C. I think you could use gunk, but if you were doing it in the setup that we have our metal refinery down here, you would need to set the shut-off to a lower temperature to make sure that it's not going in quite as hot. You probably want it to be about 240, but that's just napkin maths. Right. Shall we have a look at dash assault lines? Let's have a think. If I would prefer to do dash assault lines if we can. Scolding. Why are you scolding over here? Oh, did you just go in this room? That would explain it. I'll tell you what, let's actually put some doors here. I don't need them. They can break, that's fine. I just want to make sure that people don't go in here by accident. Did I just turn this off? I think I did just turn this off. Set to above 50. We have a lot of biodiesel in here now. Is this actually just a full storage worth now? I'm also going to get rid of you, and I know that's sad, because you were the mascot for the thumbnail last time. But every bit helps. Oh, he just licks himself instead of fighting back. Now I feel sad. At what mass does cooking something into dirt become a tile? Actually, you know what? I don't know. Oh, wait, no, I do know. If you're cooking a solid into dirt, it will always become a tile, no matter what, because it's a solid-to-solid state transfer. Unfortunately, all of those cases will always produce a tile, and we've tried various ways of circumventing that, but it will literally just form if you're doing it with conveyors, it will just form a line of tiles going up to the skybox. If you try and do it. It just doesn't work. Which is very sad. But that's how the game works. Dash of Sulfite. I thought I printed a Dash of Sulfite. Weird. Well, I guess we're not doing Dash of Sulfite. So, put a gas pump in. And then I guess I'll put a little chlorine storage tank in here. Just in case we need any chlorine. In fact, hold on. I could put... Do I want to put any ladders in here so people can get in and out? Well, I don't need them to get in and out. I just need them to get around. If I put ladders there, then you can get around if I raise this up again. And then I could fit a gas pump in this corner. And then I could, if I got some later, put some Dash of Sulfites in here. Yeah, let's do that. So wire-wise, you can plug in here. Yeah, we can do this in like half an hour. That should be fine. You can plug in there, you can plug in there. We're going to seal this up pretty soon. We've actually got to get the gases out of the room, so we'll do that before we dump any liquids in here. We'll probably just take one of these oil bottles, right? Don't repair the doors either. I don't care about this. Right. Take this bottle of oil and put it in here. Oh, right. Yeah, you'll have to do that first. Even when limiting solids to less than 0.5 kilograms? I think so. I don't think I tested it that low, if I'm going to be honest. Right, so that's going to go up here. In fact, you know what? I'm going to get it to go through here. I like to do little liquid doors for this, but equally I might just seal it in completely if I can be bothered. This isn't going into the thumbnail today anyways. Gas pump can go there. That will require an atmos sensor as well. Maybe just an insulated door would be fine. I don't know. Right. For now, let's just get the gas to vent this way. I think it still happens. I think stuff like that is how people make natural tiles really low mass. Yeah, I've heard about that. So you're gonna be iron ore. So metal ore goes in here. And then wire-wise, I probably want it to be... I could have it be the liquid tepidizer wire. In reality, I'm probably not going to be running the liquid tepidizer forever. We're going to run it in bursts. Getting very ugly. Oh well. You know what? Cancel that. Have this wire come down here. That'll do. I don't think there's anything else I really care about that much. I know the conveyor meter allows complete control of mass and rails. Yes. In fact, you know what? Just take everything out of here except the consumable ore. And then we need to actually dump rust and salt in here as well. So that's going to be probably 2 different loaders. Like that. And that should 50-50 the packets. I think. Maybe we'll plug these into the other wire. We'll manually load these. So we have 86 tons of rust, and we have a little bit of salt, not a lot. I thought we had more salt than that. Oh, there's sucrose up here. Why did I just not grab this sucrose? I have questions. That would have been handy a while ago. Okay. Well, we can still use it now. That's not necessarily a problem. I will want to dig that, and then let's actually just get a ladder over here. And then I can dig out all of this. How weird. And then I'll just get you to put a tile here. So there's rust. There's bleach stone. I believe salt is on the other planet. That's okay. Just double check that. Oh. No, we don't have salt on this planet. Okay. I mean, we do have a saltwater geyser. We have a brine geyser. So, we can desalinate that. I mean, really, I'd like to boil it, but I think we might struggle with that. We could do the geotuning and then run a condenser or something. That might be worth doing. That would generate bleach stone. This is a spiky brine geyser, so it would generate more bleach stone than it would consume. I'd have to move some stuff around, but the reality is we do actually have a little bit of time. We could do that. That's probably what we'll do tomorrow. We did this right away when we did Ceres Moonlets the first time with the brine geyser. I think we will actually go ahead and do that. But we'll do it tomorrow when I had a think about it. Oh, right, hold on. Turn these off. Yeah, turn those off. So you need to be set to... You set the rust, and the other one needs to be set to salt. And then you need to be allow manual use. And we need to go here. Squash fries. Sure. Right, are you storing the food? You should be. You're not actually cold enough? I'll go ahead and store the food. I know that people do this with glass, but it won't work with certain substances like igneous rock, which always forms debris below around 1500 kilograms. What melts into igneous rock? Questions. Right. I really hope you're not dumping a load of sublimators in here. This is fine. I'll allow it. I'm going to suppress notifications on you for now, because I'm probably not actually going to plant dash salt lines in here. And then, let's see. So that pipe is actually going to come in here. Then go this way. And then that's going to go down here. So that can go there. And then I'll hook this up in a minute. Let's actually just close this off for now. I'm a bit sad there's less salt than I thought there was going to be. Where do we even get the salt from? Can we just boil some random salt water? Also, how many grub eggs do we have? Just the one. Okay, that's fine. How many sweetle eggs we got now? 15? Good. Sweet peas helping out as well. Good. We're running out of polluted water to go into these. Well, unfortunately, yeah, I'm gonna have to switch back at some point. It shouldn't actually be a problem switching back, should it? We'll do that another day. You aren't powered. Oh, you need to build the wire. Okay, that's fine. Go ahead and do that. And then the pipe has been built, so that could go like that, and like that, and then cut this off. And don't worry about blank. And then we'll need to load this up with polluted water again, but it is going to get loaded up with polluted water again, that's fine. We're done, we filled up a tank with biodiesel, and that's bad because it's bursting in the pipe. Really? Okay. Set you really high again then. And then I guess this should be insulated pipe. I mean, the good news is if the pipe bursts, it just turns back into tallow. We just put it back in the melter. That's not really a problem. Oh, you're actually out of power banks now, aren't you? I do actually need to make more and send them over. Okay. Go ahead and do that. I will probably make some friggin' eco power banks at some point, but not quite yet. So this needs to be a yellow alert now. And then we need to send the power banks over immediately. And then we probably need to send a dupe over to administer the power bank. That's how it goes. Yeah, go George, go. Oh, Joshua's ugly crying. Oh. Ugly crying actually makes water now. It's okay, Josh. Everyone's getting kind of stressed now. I should probably care about that. This does not need to be a yellow alert at the moment. Water not brine? Crying briny tears. I mean, would it be brine or salt water? That's my question. George, you can go back and rescue the other dupe. Yeah, they are out of power. It's fine. They have plenty of oxygen in the tank, though. I checked. Right, the coolant liquid is running back through here. We should be dumping the materials in here that aren't suitable ore, right? Yeah. So let's just seal this and actually... Oh, right, hold on. Do that. And then... I think, actually, you know what? Open up the oil, too. Empty this. I know it'll take a while to pump out. We've actually got a gas pump in both halves, so it should be fine. Right, there you go. The gas is only actually going to come through this tile now, but that's okay. Alright, duplicate warp ready. That's fine. Go ahead. We're panicking a lot less now than we were before. So, George, you need to go grab the metal power bank. Oh, George is gonna ugly cry too. Wow. I'm really abusing these dupes today. It's fine. He's like, I should have never left this asteroid. Look at my home! They forced me to leave my home. Actually, this is a good question. Have I ever made George cry before? Because, like, normally, like, I did boil him in an iron volcano once, but he didn't cry. We're gonna see George cry at the end. Yeah, now you're exhausted. Okay. That's fine. What's overheating? Oh, you're overheating. Okay, I don't care. Oh, we got hydrogen again. Okay, that's good. So that means, go back here. That means we are going to unplug... Yeah, we're going to go unplug the coal generators. So that means... Yeah. You know what? I'm just gonna plug them into the wires, and I'm just gonna disable the coal generators. There you go. So yeah, make sure to do that. Imagine if they made a beta hive that would eat minerals and metals at 90% efficiency. Yeah, wouldn't that be something? Right. Okay. Cool. Wire bridge is actually going to leak heat, isn't it? Does that matter? I don't know. There's a lot of things on this save that don't matter anymore. Right, let's activate these. Pump the gas. Oh, don't activate this one. We'll leave that for now. You should pump the gas fairly quickly, because it's just oxygen, and we've got 3 gas pumps working on it. Okay. Well, I think things are working out. This run is staying messy, but we are surviving, at least, and we are doing some fun things. So it could be worse. I'm very happy with how the Brackene stuff has gone. Wait, you're cramped? Why are you cramped? Oh, right. Hold on. True. We actually need to put an auto-sweeper here. And probably another loader. I know it's not very metal efficient, but we actually have refined metal now. That was very important to actually solve that today. Right, so go ahead and put these in. But yeah, we've actually solved the refined metal problem today. We've multiplied our sweeters a lot to the point where at least some spigot seals and some nosh sprouts are sustainable now from the sulfur geyser. So I'm happy about that. We actually done with vacuuming this? We are. Good. Okay. So now the pipe is gonna go over here. Cut this off. And then we can just activate this now, right? Send green seal below 20,000, and then this is above 1,000 for each. 3, 2, 1, go. That didn't work. Chlorine was supposed to go up. Okay. Try again. Oh, I need to put the second liquid here. Yeah, I forgot. That is true. I forgot. The issue is you have to... Oh, I know what the issue is. You have to actually pump the gases out and then put the second liquid in. Oh, that's irritating. Alright. I think what we do is we put brine ice in here. That will melt. Put a blob of brine ice once you pump this out. That does mean I've let a little bit of chlorine out into the map, but I don't care. That also means that you are temporarily getting hooked up here. Oh, I guess this means stop doing rust for now, so you actually do the one I want you to do. No, this is alright. And then tomorrow we'll focus on the brine geyser, because that will be helpful, just having a load of salt for this. And maybe we do actually build a condenser, that might be fun. I don't think I've built the condenser before. We did a YouTube video about managing salty geysers a while ago, and that was actually one of my most popular YouTube videos. So I always like an excuse to go ahead and do a build from that video on stream. That was also like one of my longest videos. Wasn't it like an hour 40? These days, I'm trying really, really hard to keep videos under an hour. And if I think there's another topic I want to cover, then I'll just do another video about it another time. Right, that's done. This did not work. The brine all melted here. Okay. I think what I originally did was Oh no, what I did is I actually had the vacuum doors so I could get in and out when I did this bit. I see. Well, what if I just shove regular ice in here now? Will that work? No, because it's too cold. Polluted ice? That's not a good system. Let's try it. Look, where do we even have polluted ice? I'm sure this is not a great idea. Oh, it worked! Okay, it worked. It worked. Okay, that's good. So the issue is it's going to off-gas. But what we can do is we can get this room to fill with mostly chlorine, and then we can just pump all of that gas into the reservoir, and then that'll be fine. I think. Let's turn this on. Yeah, okay, that works. So set you to above. Set you to above. I'll have to remember that one for when I'm feeling particularly lazy. Right, so now this means you go here. And we are going to get just a little bit of polluted oxygen, I think. Maybe not. Maybe the chlorine is actually going to be enough to stop it. Let's just watch for a minute. I'm not sure. Oh, no, it is breaching through the chlorine. That's fine, though. So, let's set this to above... Let's set this to above 3,000. And then that should stop the polluted oxygen from coming up at some point, because it'll overpressure from the chlorine. And then that should actually solve the situation. The only question is the polluted water actually going to completely off-gas? If it was, that would stop working. So let's actually dump more polluted ice in here. Yeah! I'm surprised that worked. Although, let's save it, because I feel like this might actually break it, doing it again. It's nice, though. We actually have the SPOM and the Rusty Oxidizer all next to each other now. It's great. Allow manual use. There's no more polluted ice. Okay. I mean, it makes sense. There isn't any on the map. I mean, the funny thing is, I could just break open a pipe segment if I really cared. I could have just easily built a vent in here. I don't know. I mean, this might actually fill up with chlorine quickly enough that it doesn't become an issue. Right, okay. You know what? Don't worry about that too much. Set this to rust. Allow me use. What's in the printables? Sure, shine bugs. We have loads of dupes stressing out. George is very sad. There we go. We are ending on George crying. No. Right. We'll save some more things next time. I am just pleased that our industry is actually working now. Can I get a shot of someone using this? I would like a shot of someone using this, please. There you go. How long does it take for zombie spores to die when exposed to chlorine? I don't think it... oh. Whoops. I don't think it takes very long. I don't know the exact amount, though. I don't really tend to just let zombie spores out of the bag. Yeah, that could be the thumbnail today. That's fine. Good. Actual industry. You like to see it. Yeah. Okay, so things are going well. I just need to probably stop the dupes from stressing out. Let's get some recreation going again. It occurs to me we're converting all of our pincher peppers into Brackene now. The Brackene is building up, though, so that's good. So there's a few little things to think about just while we're finishing off this radiation research, but that should be done in about, I don't know, 10, 15 cycles. Then we can actually go into space and start looking around. And that's probably a good point to actually do a different game for a bit and then come back. So I'm pretty happy with how this is going. Alrighty. Thanks so much for hanging out, everyone. I hope you've had a pleasant day. Let's complete the ancient specimen objective and have to get through the infected zone. Okay, so what I do for that is instead of using chlorine, I use radiation. We corner build tiles. We dig up the tiles that have the spore kids on them, and then we just use wheezeworts or shine bugs to irradiate everything. I don't tend to use chlorine for that. If you have spaced out, you can do the radiation. But yeah, thanks very much everyone for hanging out. I hope you've enjoyed today's content. I've enjoyed today's content, which is good. If you like what you've seen, feel free to follow me on Twitch. There are notifications when I go live. I'm aiming to stream 7:30 to 10:30 British weekday evenings. British time weekday evenings. You've got to be British to have a weekday evening. No. All the VODs are on YouTube. They're all getting uploaded there. We have discussion videos, build guide videos, tier lists. There'll be a video coming out. An update to the phosphorus refining video should come out this week as well. I'm still working on it. But thank you very much for the 1 second pulse thing, because I'm going to play around with that tomorrow. And then there's Discord where we hang out and talk about video games. Oxygen not included is included in that. Now let's see who we want to go raid. I don't know. Who is on? Who is playing Oxygen not included? Treble Queen. Let's go raid Treble Queen. I don't know what they're up to these days. Let's find out. Treble Queen. A friend of the channel. Yes, take care everyone. Take it easy. And I will be back tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow and we'll figure out what to do. But it's probably going to be something involving that brine geyser. Because we need salt conspicuously now. Take care everyone. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.